Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Pajama Sundays. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you'll find a reason to subscribe, share with a friend, and return for future content. If you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. You have no idea how much I appreciate you all. I am here to give a quick word, affirmation, reflection, or quick chat, if you will, to help you start your week. In case you're new here, the focus of Pajama Sundays is mental health, self-care, and inspiration. So I'm not sure how many of you actually participated in the mental health challenge last month. I was doing some shorts to keep you guys updated on my progress, but the second one didn't get that many views, so I decided that I would just update you here in this video. Now, the struggle was real, and I didn't make it through all 30 days completing the tasks that were on the agenda. But I gave it my all, and I will share with you a few that I didn't quite get to in the month of May. Now, I never quite made it to the 30 minutes of meditation, spending some time with my friends. Yikes, I know. Practice a hobby, unplug. This one was a little harder than I actually thought. Get up early and watch the sunrise, because yeah. And take a social media detox. So I will be working to try and complete some of those this month in June and see how I do. I'm also going to do a 31-day challenge in the month of July that I also mentioned last month with my boys, so hopefully they can hold me accountable and we can all practice some self-care as a family. Now let's move on to why we are really here today. As many of you know, June is Pride Month, and just like Black History Month, this is something that should be celebrated every day. But let's take a moment to celebrate just the same. It has a rich history, starting with the Stonewall riots in 1969. Pride is something that makes some uncomfortable, but I feel like we all need to practice acceptance. Now, I'm not here to get on my soapbox. I just wanted to give you some of my feelings and share my experience and a few visuals. Let me sit back and get comfortable because this was something that was really on my heart to speak about, and so I decided to make it into a Pajama Sunday. So now, while I didn't come to the information exactly the right way, and that's a whole nother story, I did find out in his middle school years that my son is gay. Now, I'm not here to give you all of his personal business. I'm just here to give you my take as a parent to help some of the other parents process and deal with these emotions. To be honest, when I found out, I felt a lot of different ways, and I even cried. I will always love my children, and I'll always be proud of who they are. I didn't cry because I was sad or ashamed or any of the reasons like he won't give me grandchildren or he won't get married, because in this day and age, you know that anything is possible. And if that's not what he wants, I'm also fine with that too. I cried out of fear. I'm raising a Black man, 3 to be exact. And in this crazy world, people do and say anything. They will react with violence sometimes simply just because they feel like it. And so now, in addition to worrying that somebody might jump on my child because he's Black, I also had to worry that somebody might jump on my child because he was gay, and that just didn't sit well with me. He didn't choose to be gay, and I applaud him for walking with his head held high. I don't want him to ever dim his shine, and I support him and my other sons in everything that they do. There was a lot of work I had to do, and there's a lot of work that I still have to do as a parent to support him. I don't want to preach. I just kind of want to keep this whole thing light, calm, because it's Pajama Sundays, but just share my experience and my feelings and encourage you to support your child. So I'm going to give you a visual, and it's going to give you ways that you can support your LGBTQ child. It's from dramafreemama.com. Now, the visual is going to say 5 ways, but when you see it on the screen, you'll see that there's only 4. And I even went so far as to go onto the website, which also said 5, but only gave you 4. Now in those 4, it kind of broke it down very specifically. We're not going to get into that. I'm just simply going to read the 4 as they are here, as they're pretty self-explanatory. Number 1 is communicate and love them unconditionally. Number 2, educate yourself. Number 3, be an advocate. And number 4, connect with LGBTQ resources. Now, initially when I was working to create this video, I just had the 1 visual, but at the last minute, I decided to give you guys 1 more. Express pride and joy. Reassure them of your love and support. Be sensitive. Educate yourself. Ask if it is confidential and respect their privacy. And keep checking in. Now this visual is similar to the first one with an addition or 2. And keeping in line with confidentiality and privacy, my son may never come on my YouTube channel, but I do discuss these things with him and ask him if he thought it was an appropriate video, or if he would be offended, or if he was okay with me talking about it. And I kind of explained to him that, like, I'm not here to get on here and tell all your business, because that's just that, simply his business. But that I wanted to get on here and encourage other parents to support their children, as I have tried to do. Being a parent isn't easy, so make sure that you get the help that you need to support your child, whatever that looks like, whether you're researching on the internet, reaching out to a fellow LGBTQ parents, or speaking to your therapist. If you'd like to share some inspiration on Pride Month, please feel free to drop them down below in the comments. Let's remember that this is a safe space, so I ask for no hate in the comments section as it regards to this topic. Today, I am going to give my affirmation to the LGBTQ community. You belong in this world. You make it better, more diverse. I'll say it one more time. You belong in this world. You make it better, more diverse. You know I don't aim to take up too much of your time with these. Just want to share. Please let me know that you stopped by. I hope that you all have a good day, and that I gave you some positive vibes to go into your week, and I will see you in the next one.